we're back. So, I've gone ahead and popped this over to the docks district off camera just to save us the waste of time that would be me traveling from one point to another. And right now, we are sat basically right outside of Valgar's house. And are going to head in and do a little bit of investigation into just where this guy is. And just to remind you what he is accused of. From what we were told by the cowled wizards, which, bear in mind, considering that they're keeping Imoen prisoner, Toby is disinclined to take them at their word. They apparently murdered a cowled wizard, and they've not been able to track him down yet. So we're headed to his house in hopes we can find more information. Essentially is what's going on. And I think we may have just walked into the wrong home. That, or this guy regularly entertains the goblins.
Pleasure is mine.
Eek, Prebeck, intruders. Oh, Sancha, remember what happened last time? Our master is testing us. Testing us? Again? You know that his cruelty knows no bounds. But just the other day, he pulled 3 of my toenails for miscasting a cantrip. You may be right. Perhaps we should ask them. No, the master would skin us and do his strange little dance on our hides if we fail this test. Come on, let us attack. Alright, foul intruders. Shall stop you for our master. Yes, we shall stop you. Yeah, I think we've just walked in the wrong door. I wasn't really able to tell from the map where we should be going. Okay, that's one down. Now kill the other mage.
Incactus Pulca Imperio. You point, I point. Where means
I need some healing.
Vince, murder his face, please. Okay. That could have gone better. And now Toby has a sudden premonition that perhaps he should not walk in that door after all, and
of course.
Maybe it isn't where he's supposed to be going, despite what he just thought like 3 seconds ago. Head on in. Let's try this door. Who are you now?
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Yes, may I help you? You're not a friend of the Master's, are you? Let's think about this. From what I've heard of this guy so far and what he's just said, it's fair to assume that he is possibly a servant or maybe a butler to Valgir. And if we pretend to be a friend, perhaps he'll be more open and loose-lipped about things than he would otherwise be. Why, yes I am. He said I could look around. I doubt that, my lord. The young master has not been this city for a couple of weeks. Please leave, or I shall call the garrison.
Oh, yes. You point. Where... Something you need.
And...
Strike from the shadows.
Turn invisible. That should convince him that we have
Onward,
left.
then.
Okay, that didn't go exactly as I planned. Oh well. And I don't need your bloody history book. Tax notice, though. Tax.
I shall strike from the
Taxes tend to
shadows.
include locations.
For the glory of arm.
What? Crimes against
Ready
armed, you
and
are
as you-
sentenced to death. What the hell was that about? Cowled enforcers. The Cowled Wizards is the one that's asking us to look into that, you imbeciles. First, let's have a look at this tax record. It lists holdings in the city of Azkatla and a cabin in the Umar Hills. God damn it. I wish we thought to do this one earlier.
Yes.
He has a cabin in the Umar Hills, eh? Hey, Mavar, I got your necklace.
What is it?
You're back at last. I'll cancel the order to kill you then. You have a few skills we might find useful after all. Now let's have a look at that amulet. That's a lot of experience. Well, it's a big number at any rate. It's probably not a lot given the level we're at. It's a mystery how they walk with a dinner plate around their necks. I'll file it with the other garbage and send it to Kalimshan. They like jewelry big, I hear. Now let's put you to some real work. I haven't the time to piddle around with you, so my right-hand man will keep you busy until you can work for me personally. His name's Edwin. Bloody good spellcaster, but he likes his luxuries. Usually happens to adventurers that hate the road. He's on the 3rd floor above us. Get going. Edwin. You know, we've actually met Edwin before. In Baldur's Gate 1. He wasn't a member of our party. We rejected him because the party was already full and we mistrusted him, to put it lightly.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
But we have met him before. He was in Nashkel, I believe. Though I'm not entirely sure we even spoke
Whatever I
to
can do
him,
to help.
frankly.
Something you need?
In this case, let's get everyone up here.
Ready and able.
Swords, not words! Minsk and Boo, jump on my sword while you can, evil. I won't be as gentle!
Let's get everyone up here for this one, just for the heck of it.
Yes? Just name what you want.
Now, let's say hi.
Greetings. I am Edwin Odesseron. You simians may refer to me merely as Sir, if you prefer a less syllable-intensive workout.
Oh, fuck you. You shall be called what you are. You are my enemy of fair departed Dynahair, and therefore an enemy of mine. You shall be destroyed for the good of all. Ah, the feeble protector of that Rashimar witch. Have you finally misplaced her for good, Ranger? Does she linger amidst the worms where she belongs now? You will not speak of sweet Dynahair in that fashion. Terrible hamster justice will be wreaked upon you. Go for the eyes, Boo! Go! Silent. You joined Marvar's guild with the rest of your party, Ranger. Will you spoil your plans so soon? You think your leader would appreciate that? No. Our cause must not be disrupted. Righteous fury will wait for now, but one day the wizard will pay for his words with blood, so swears Minsk. Honestly, I don't think Toby would have blamed him if he had lost his temper and torn this guy apart here and now. Because Edwin is a bastard, and even upon just meeting him, Toby already does not like the man. Oh, we shall see how long your sword lasts against my magic. Enough of this drivel. You there, half-elf. You seem to be in charge. Let's get this over with. Yes, let's. Eivor told me to come to you to perform a service. What is it? Hear me. Since my prowess as a mage has captured the eye of the cowled wizards. I'm certain they are envious, though their actions are not fitting tribute. I have dispatched an agent to investigate my activities, something I don't appreciate. This insult must be punished by killing the cowled agent. Rayek Gethras is his name. His house is a grey 3-story behind a fence along the westward wall of the docks district. If he is home, his door will be open. When you find him, kill him. Question him beforehand, if you like. Any insight into the cowled wizards is useful. A little torture would soften him. Wait, you're kidding, right? We're not gonna murder or torture anyone. Odd. Given your lineage, I would have thought you capable of anything. Damned, I wish they would just do as I say. No. A refusal may jeopardize your relationship with Mavar. Perhaps that is your intent. I begin to wonder if you are so dedicated to this place. Yes, wonder. Fine then, if you're going to push it there, I'll look into the job, though I will perform no senseless murder. Good. Don't linger about then. Get going. Ugh. Motivating these sloths is like pulling teeth. We're just going to go and kill someone because he tells us to? This doesn't feel right, Toby. We're not really going to do this, are we? Quit your whining, girl. I doubt there's a cowled wizard in existence that does not deserve a quick death. And it seems we have little choice. Oh, Animan, you sanctimonious jackass.
I wouldn't dream of
I
refusing.
like you about as much as I did when we first met. Of course.
Oh, yes.
So fear not.
Death awaits you, but not I.
No, fear not, Eri. We have no intention of actually doing what he says. We are just sort of telling him that we're going to. I plan to find an alternative. And we appear to have walked in on this little confrontation. You really should reconsider. You know it is in your best interests. I have told you that I have no interest in betraying my guild. I do not believe your lies. I have heard the stories. Mere stories told to frighten you into staying with a dying organization. Why would they fear competition? Because they are weak. No, we have lost some members, but I have heard that many did not go willingly. Nonsense. They were as free in their wills as you are now. As you are now. Okay.
I am the predator that lives amongst you.
As you are now. There, isn't that better? Whom do you follow now? Shh. Yes, I know. I see you lurking about over there. I think it would be best if you moved on. No need in losing your life over something as simple as this. I know of you. This is your end if you fail the choosing when the time comes. Ours shall be the stronger guild, and you shall serve it well. Remember.
Something you need.
Just as
Yeah.
I thought.
I don't think we want to rush in there and try and murder that one or anything. As much as Toby would quite like to deal with them that sort of way. No, though. We're going to head off, I think. And exit this area. we're done in the docks for now. We will most assuredly be back later on. And we do need to deal with this next thing and find an alternative to killing the man, but that's not too high on our priorities right now. Next up, we have to head back to the Umar Hills and look into this next matter, I think.
Yes?
To the task at hand. You have arrived. I had worried I might have to discipline Valen for failing to deliver her message. I am Bodhi, and I greet you warmly. You may be concerned about why we must meet here. There are a number of reasons, only a few of which you need to worry about. First, I shall introduce myself. I am Bodhi.
This is a dark place to meet this woman, Toby, and I sense an unnaturalness about her that is disturbing to me. Step carefully.
I have asked you here because we are unlikely to be overheard, and so you can see the benefits of working with me. Follow, please, and stay exactly in my step. You would regret doing other.
Okay.
This is the entrance to the
Traps,
hold
then.
that I offer you access to. Oh, I am sorry. I have moved ahead of myself. I should outline what I intend. You are employed, of course, and do errands occasionally. No doubt you have questioned the intent of your employer on occasion. If you haven't, then you should.
By this point, Toby probably questions the intent of everyone he works with, because let's just say that whole mess with Serevok, as well as the current one with Irenicus, has left trust in short supply. I'll leave it at that.
You work for these shadow thieves, on the pretense they will help locate your missing companion, Imoen. Yes, they are shadow thieves, and yes, they are as nefarious as you've probably heard.
And I'm sure you're just the paragon of virtue yourself. But I would offer an alternative. I would help you find your friend for, 15,000 gold? It is a sizable amount, less than the Shadow Thieves have asked, and coincidentally, it is what you have now. How does she know of our link to the Shadow Thieves? And what would they think of this meeting? Be careful, Toby. Our lives may hang in the balance. Such an offer from this woman sends chills up my spine, like angry weasels. And Toby will know what to do. Even Boo is confident of this. I don't know if this is such a good idea, Toby. I feel frightened all of a sudden. Maybe we should just leave. A strange deal, and yet it would save us much effort, no? It has, however, the feel of a deal with a devil. It would be good, however, to turn the table on those vile thieves. It is obvious you have questions. Ask them and appease your curiosity, if not your conscience. First things first. How do you know of my involvement with the Shadow Thieves, or even that they are Shadow Thieves? Where did you get that information from? It's not exactly available to every odd beggar on the streets, now is it? I know a great deal about you in this place, Toby. You are a relative newcomer and have much to learn. Certainly you have had your doubts about those helping you. We've explained Toby's trust issues already, so let's skip that one. You'll be unable to turn down my offer, even if I demand a few gestures to prove your loyalty. There is a monopoly in this town, and I intend to break it. I will ask you to weaken the resources of the Shadow Thieves. I'm not so vain as to think them easily destroyed, but many of their members will join with me. I make no illusions about what will be required of you. I will wish you to kill, and I will wish you to terrorize. You must determine if you have the stomach for it. 15,000 is a lot, but I will compensate you well for it. You will ultimately have Imwan and a few magical trinkets too. And rest assured, I will help you find Imwan. I will help you find Irenicus, but not just for your reasons. I have an interest in Irenicus myself. Do you now? And what might that interest be, I wonder? Support me and you will revel in the destruction of the largest criminal organization south of Waterdeep, though the big bad thieves have been rather soft as of late. And you will help me find Imwan for 15,000. I have to wonder, what would make you present this offer to me? What do you get out of it? You are within their structure, so you are valuable. I could stage open aggression. That would spill much blood, and I always hate when that happens. You'll forgive me if I don't take you at your word, of course. This will be a peaceful arrival, relatively speaking. The deaths will be strategic, almost artistic. You will be precise in your bloody strikes. Now's the time for deciding. I cannot wait too long and I tire of talking. Choose your allegiance. The masters you serve or the mistress that will let you destroy them. Here's the thing, now. Toby, while certainly he does not trust the Shadow Thieves, for obvious reasons, their organization has already presented us with a number of valuable opportunities that have turned into profitable opportunities. And we're currently making use of a few of those. So, not only are we happy to work for a group of thieves, which would grant us the ability to make money on a semi-regular basis, but Toby has entertained the prospect in the past of attempting at some point to take over the Shadow Thieves and essentially become their guild master. We'll already be obtaining Maravar's guild hall once we've finished with that whole set of affairs. And, well, let's just say that we have a sneaking suspicion Bodhi is even more untrustworthy than the Shadow Thieves. Besides, they approached us first, and we've already agreed to help them. And it's one thing, if there's one thing that Toby does not like, it's betraying people he has an agreement with, which is what this would involve. So not only do we not trust Bodhi, but as it says right here, I do not trust you, nor do I trust them, but they are the devil I know. I must decline. That is unfortunate. Very well, you may go. You have made an enemy here today, and I will face you on my own terms when the inevitable time comes. Boldly said, creature, yet you do not face us. Toby has been underestimated by far better. We will rue the day of conflict when it comes, I think.
As you will.
Yes. We may have made an enemy out of her, but far better than breaking our agreement with the Shadow Thieves, I think. Far, far better.
Something you need? Of course.
Now let's talk to the little boy.
Who are you?
Do you know where my little man is? Do you have him? Yes, Wayland, here is your bear. You can go to sleep now. You have him. You have him. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I can go to sleep now. Thank you. And we have put the spirit to rest.
Ready and able.
So, I think that we
I
are
wouldn't
done
dream of refusing.
here in the cemetery. After making a powerful enemy there, as you well saw, and putting a ghost to rest. We are most assuredly done within the city. So, we'll be heading back to the Umar Hills.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
And we'll get jumped by bandits. Wonderful.
You and me.
I won't let my friends be hurt! With
Ready and able.
Incubus.
Yes.
Go for the eyes.
Now,
Go for the eyes. Yeah.
finish them off.
I'm the needy one now.
And that last bandit can be got. There.
My wings have been clipped. Oh, I wish you could understand how it feels to be bound to the ground, chained and weighted like a miserable prisoner of Earth.
Aww. I feel kind of bad for Aerie. I mean, she really has been through a lot when you think about it. She lost her wings and then she got trapped in an illusion to look like an ogre, and God, it's gotta be tough. Let's see if we can't distract her for a little bit. What's it like to fly, Aerie? Oh, it's so hard to describe. It's the ultimate freedom to soar above the clouds and become part of the wind itself. I remember I used to be so happy. The clouds are a special place up there, Toby. It's like a land of billowing white beauty that you can almost walk upon.
Just name what you want. Of course.
Now, we have got places we've got to get to. And we were going to go straight for the Umar Hills, but some of our party are a little bit bruised, so we're going to stop in the keep, I think.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Well, I say we're going to stop in the keep. We'll stop here and have a little bit of resting to heal ourselves up, and then we'll move on to the Umar Hills.
Something you need?
Stay back, or you'll regret it.
Hey there. Rise and shine. Hope I didn't disturb ye. I bet you're a bunch of sound sleepers. Didn't you hear the approach of us wee little bandits? And now look at the mess you're in. Yeah, Jahira's not too fond of that, hey? Stay right where you are. Wipe the sleep from your eyes, and you'll see me, little friend. And a sharp number at this lassie's throat. I wouldn't want to slip. Alright, alright. No one do anything rash. Let's just talk this through. Yes, let's do just that. I'll start. We'll be handing over what valuables you have. And we've heard you have a lot. And we'll be going on our way. Get what we want, and you get, well, perhaps we just get what we want. That's good enough for me. Not good enough. Let her go. I'll be your hostage instead. Oh, I see you've done and come off to the self-sacrifice portions of our little stage play. Wonder what our little lassie has to say about such a proposition. Speak, girl. Don't make deals with this scum. He won't keep his. I think I got the gist of it there, lassie. Well, now, she does not seem to think much of your little plan. What say you now, valiant one? Yes, I say take me instead of her. Yes, let's make this very easy indeed. Crosser, take the shot.
No. Blast you filthy bog slimes! Not again!
Druids are so much fun when they curse. To the dance, me fellows.
Ready and able.
Yeah, about that. We have potions. So there.
Something you need.
How can I help? Still right here. Your servant awaits. It is done.
Take that!
Yes. Faster than Chick-Tika faster.
With vengeance!
I'm afraid I'm the needy one now.
Am I needed?
Glad to be of assistance.
Ready and able.
Every hamster has his day.
Oh, yes.
What is it now? You shall suffer my wrath!
Something you need.
Armored, sharpened,
Okay,
and
you
raring to go.
Attack there.
Ready and able.
And now. After him.
Who says what?
After him. Bad. Jerk. Okay.
Are you alright?
I think that went over well, despite the injuries. Yeah, just a scratch or two. I'll be fine after some rest. But I'm so glad. You idiot! What were you thinking? You could have been killed. An arrow can pierce the heart or the eyes, and you stand like a pincushion. Yes, I thought he was bluffing, but I would honestly rather risk myself than you on such a bet. Don't you ever do something so stupid again, you hear me? Not in 1,000 seasons. I lost Khalid to a pointless death, and I'm not going to lose you too. Jahira. Oh, shut up and let's get out of here. Talk later. Okay.
You mustn't let yourself get so wounded, Eric. It won't always be around to bandage you, you know?
I'm a healer too, Jahira.
And what good are your spells now? You should be more frugal and not cast them all at once. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Don't stutter, it doesn't become you.
Just as I thought.
I
Could
love
we get a bit of help over here? Someone in the party is injured and needs attention. Ari, are you all right?
It hurts, Nalia.
Aww. We need a cleric here. She's injured. It's alright. I shall heal myself. Alright, Ari, but be careful out there. Aww. I love the little party interactions between them. They're
I
just
prefer
great.
the right of day. Evil must be able to see the justice I defend.
Especially that little mothering type relationship between Nalia and Ari. It's honestly kind of adorable. I can't help myself. It's just so cute to watch them interact like that. As dumb as that might sound, that's just how I see it. It's kind of cute to watch Nalia getting all overprotective over Ari being wounded. It's just the best, it really is. Now let's rest up and get our wounds cured.
To the task.
Nalia, I would ask that you drop this foolishness at once and return to your proper duties. Honor the commitment you made to me.
Well, what do we have here? It seems to be an asshole in his native environment. How cute.
I made my opinion of you quite clear, Isaea. I will not change my mind now.
Then I have little choice but to forcefully show you the error of your ways. Nalia de Arnes, I place you under arrest by order of the Amish army. I'm sorry, what? Did you just say? Yeah, that's what I said, Nalia. What the hell? You're a danger to yourself and your lands. You have not been thinking straight since your father died. It is for your own good. Who are you to decide that? By what right? I have every right. I am an officer in the army and a liaison to the nobility. It is my function to see that everyone is well within their proper station. You have demonstrated that you are under some strange influence and I must act to protect you. This is madness. Toby will stop you. No, he will not. I act with full sanction of the military. Even if you were the type to attack guards, you would not survive the result. No, I am simply going to walk away and there's nothing you can do. To attack would mean your death, as I am a respected officer. You have just made this very, very personal, Isaea. You are going to regret this. Bleat as you must, but Nalia is under arrest. I will secret her away so that you and your ilk can no longer poison her mind.
Don't take it so hard. I am just better than you. Oh, feel free to lodge a complaint to the proper authority. That would be me.
I am going to hurt you. When you hear the sound of agony and screams of pain in the future, Isaea, they will be coming from your mouth as I slowly torture you in revenge for this. Keep that in mind. Bah, with it we could visit on the boy the punishment he deserves. If we do anything, we must find proof of his foulness and ruin him.
Hello there.
Please, sire, I have words you must hear. That are for you alone. I saw what happened and I share your helplessness. Any complaints about Officer Rolnall must go through him. So you can imagine how many get through. Yes. Now, do you have something that can actually help with this predicament? I am not in the mood for casual fucking conversations right now, as you can well appreciate. Of course, I shall be brief. You may feel better afterwards, though. I know a way to get back at Isaea, one that will hurt him deeply. Isaea is quite corrupt and more than willing to exercise his power. You are not monitored as we, so you can do something that I or another guard cannot. Look to the docks and a man named Barg. Examine him and what he does, and you are sure to see what I mean. You might also wish to pry into his personal records. They might reveal something of his fondness for gems. I did not tell you this, and I certainly did not say his records are in his home northwest of the main government building in the government district. Should anyone ask, I also wasn't the one who arranged to have the door to Isaea's estate remain unbarred. That's a lot of things for you to not do. Well done not doing any of those things. I'll be sure to not visit his estate and not look into these matters any further, for sure. I cannot tell you more. They will question me if we are seen together. Remember, Isaea values his name above all else. Solely that, and his life is in your hands. I must go. Think on what I've said, and bring anything you learn to Korgik Axehand in the government district main building. He is Isaea's commander. And
As you will.
I wonder if we still have access to the estate. I'm not going to check right now, because this is a good deal more important than that. And suffice it to say, our priorities have just shifted. Back to the docks fucking pronto is what will be happening now. Or is it the government district? Let's find the most important place. Contact named Barg in the docks, his house in the government district.
Of course.
I'm thinking his house is something that is probably more urgent to look into. As we don't know how long it will remain unsealed for, so we should really look into this pronto, like.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Where is this place at? Ronal Estate. And we are basically right by it, apparently. So let's go on in. Time to have a poke around, I think, and see what there is to find. If we're lucky, he may have left something lying about. Someone as arrogant as Isaea is bound to be somewhat careless, after all. And while we're here, we will also help ourselves to his valuables. He certainly doesn't need any of them.
You point.
Sure.
Live by the sword. Live a good
Minsk,
long
get over here
time.
so I can dump some stuff into your inventory. Don't know why I'm doing that. Though, seeing as we can just do that, but may as well clear out a few more things, actually. Now,
Ready? Just name what you want.
we take that, and subsequently dump it into our scroll box. His financial statements, eh?
Swords,
I have a
not
good
words, stand
feeling
back
about
for justice.
this.
Yes, of
His
course.
financial statements. So that strikes me as somewhat of the helpful disposition, let's just say. What have we got here? A ledger for the last season, marking major purchases and trades within Isaea's household. It details a number of gem and jewel transactions, though not from any local dealer. On inspection, the importation prices are far below market value, and while you are no accountant, it would seem that an effort has been made to get around local tariffs. This could be documented smuggling, or it could just be sloppy clerical work. Well, it doesn't give us everything that we need
I wouldn't.
to convict him, but it's a start.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps he is a smuggler, or perhaps his clerks are just shit at their job. I don't know which, but either way, it's over to the docks next. See about this contact of his and what we can do on that front.
You wear the scars of battle with pride, Anime, like one who truly believes his
We've
cause.
already had this particular conversation between the two of them, so I'm probably not going to read it.
I must. It is what pushes me forward. Doubt is the enemy.
Yep. That was one we had before. Contact in the docks district. We don't know anything more about this person other than the fact they're in the docks, so I'm going to cut out my search for them just because it'll probably be a lot of me just looking around, and this is likely to... Okay, and here we are, and here's Barg, the contact we're supposed to speak to, so let's go and see what he has to say. How useful it is. Yo ho ho for the lads now at rest. Yo ho ho, so they say. We'll drink the lads that have sunk to their rest. Drink for living just the same. My head is barely on my legs today. Too much of the miller's tales and this damn homebrew. Yeah, I see you enjoy a drink or two with your fresh air there. You have that right, sir. Never met a bottle I didn't like. Nothing wrong with that, is there? No, nothing wrong. I was just wondering, who would provide such a thing? It must be rather expensive. You don't look like the sort who has the money to burn on that sort of expense, is all I'm saying. My source is true with me, and my fellows as can be. Nothing under the table there. Simple business arrangement. Of course, the whole matter is not viewed as such with the guard. But it's an honorable trade amidst ourselves. Isaea foots the bill. He's the right gent, if a bit too much fop in the britches. Me to set you up with a job? Sure. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of work. What is it that you actually do, though? Pirating, of course. Oh, the others will be all quiet about it, but I'm right proud. Keeps them merchants on their toes, heh. Of course, that I see is into other things too, but me and the boys don't go in for slavery and such. Wait, slavery? Slavery. Yeah, I'd never talked to that slaver contact dearth. Hey, what do you suppose they pay to get the guard to look the other way? Well, I don't know. Must be thousands to overlook it. Wow, that's a lot. Anyway, I've never even talked to Dearth, even though I spend hours in the sea's bounty. I ain't even from here. Want a drink? No thanks. Thanks for your help, though. Almost more than I know myself. Good travels to you, stranger. Well, good thing he's as drunk as he is. That was surprisingly helpful. So, we want the sea's bounty, is what we are after. That sounds like... yeah, that's a tavern, and we are basically standing right next to it. That should be it right here. And we want a Captain Dirk, is who we are looking for.
Onward then!
No doubt one of the downstairs patrons. Officer, or Dearth. So it was Dearth. I thought it was Dirk, honestly. I'm not sure why I thought that, though. But now, I think we want to have a word with this Dearth.
Ready and able.
See if we can get some more information out of him. After all, if he's a slaver, chances are Isaea is participating. And slavery and smuggling? That would be more than enough to sink his name. For good.
No trouble.
Let's hope he has something. Move along now, I'm waiting for someone and I don't need them scared off. And what if I wanted to speak to you? We have a mutual friend. I may be slightly altering the facts here, but who cares? He's a filthy slaver. I doubt this is so. Who is it you claim to know? Isaea Ronal. Indeed, I do know Isaea Ronal. I know him well enough to know you would never tell our dealings to another person. Who are you? Some trussed-up guard trying to trick me? Trying to con yourself a slaver? Hardly have the place surrounded, don't you? Well, I won't let this come to pass without a fight.
For the glory of Arm! Of course!
Okay, then...
Not good.
How about you die?
Fall, creature, and feed
That strikes me as eminently reasonable. Your death.
Something you need.
And Toby, how about you back off rather than get beat up? And he's been surrounded. Very, very surrounded.
Minsk!
Have fun. He's getting a few good hits in on Minsk, unfortunately. But the rest of us should handle it easily enough. And down he goes.
Every see battle bow!
Ready
Run,
and
bow,
able.
run!
Whatever I can do to help. Nothing like some time ashore.
Now,
All I need is some grog and
let's see what he's got. Full plate mail. Does anyone in our group have any need for full plate mail? No. Animan has dark mail, which is objectively better. Take some more arrows. That thing. And Isaea's slaving document. Well, well. I think it's safe to say Isaea is well and truly sunk. Register of slaves recently sold to this outpost of slave lords in the Temple District. bears a signature in wax pressed by a signet ring. It is the greater crest of the Ronal family, along with the individualized markings of Isaea Ronal. This is damning evidence, if it is to be believed.
Yes? Just name what you want.
So, I think it is time we get going.
Course.
We have a pressing appointment in the government district now. We were told to speak to a certain dwarf there who was Isaea's superior if we found any damning evidence. And damning evidence we have found. Yes, indeed. Can't get much more damning than slavery. But we've got slavery plus smuggling.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
So yeah, Isaea is fucked. That much is certain. So let's go and formalize his being fuckedness.
Oh, yes.
After I make sure who it is that I'm supposed to be talking to, that is. Korgig. Government building. And there he is. And he's not a dwarf. I don't know why I thought he was a dwarf. Axehand is a bit of a dwarven sounding name, I suppose.
Is there a reason you are here? You should make an appointment to request an audience. Speak directly with Officer Roanoke.
You should stop and examine him a bit more closely. He is not as he seems. I was suggesting that one of my officers has behaved inappropriately. What is your evidence of this? What are your claims? Well, we could start small and build ourselves up, but I think Toby feels a bit like making we'll start with the slam dunk. After all, what's more damning around here than slavery, right? Isaea Ronal deals in slaves. His insignia was used on slave documents. Any number of factors could place his insignia there, not directly involved. Alone it is not worth the risk of defaming an innocent man. Have you other charges? Yes, he also has possession of smuggled gems, a fact proven by his own records. This may have been a clerical error. The two charges are damaging, but still not enough to slander Isaea. Have you other charges that remove all doubt? He finances pirates. I have a witness to these events, a man named Barg. Barg is a scoundrel. His testimony is questionable. Still, all of this together is disturbing. There is enough here to warrant an investigation, despite the risks to Isaea's name.
It will take some time to fully investigate. But we should know tomorrow if an inquiry is warranted. I suggest you return then.
If the allegations you have made are true, we owe you a debt. Such bad apples are a very destructive influence on our effectiveness. If your allegations are false, however, you may find yourself indebted to Isaea. I will have Isaea summoned here, and we will see what course must be taken.
The good of the garrison is my concern.
Toby, I have reviewed this matter extensively. The indignity. I demand satisfaction. Oh, shut up. Nobody cares what you demand. You have not been wronged here, Isaea. There's been no slander if the allegations are true. You believe the lies this ditch rat is spewing? Need I remind you how respected I am? I am Isaea Ronald. You are also, sir, the living embodiment of why Toby hates nobles as a general rule. Arrogant, entitled cunt. And if it turns out to be true that you've done what this person says, I will have you stripped of your rank, regardless of how respected you may be. This is preposterous. The matter is closed until further investigation. Nalia, you are free to go. Isaea, you are not to leave Azkatla. An outrage. We gain a bunch of experience for that. Don't whine, Isaea. It makes you seem even less of a man.
This is not over by any means.
Oh, I think it is.
Thank you for your help. You have helped me again, and I am grateful.
I'll try to be less of a burden on the group in future. I trust you still want my company in the party? Yes, absolutely. Join and we can be on our way. Thank you, Toby. I need to feel welcome. I needed to feel welcome, rather. So, we've got Nalia back in the party and have managed to put our resident arrogant jackass, passing himself off as a noble, in his place. And for Toby, there's never a better day
For the
when
glory
he is
of
able
Om.
to teach a noble some humility. This is a good day.